and how these small numbers can soon build up to big numbers and provide you with a very comfortable weekly and monthly income. So let's dive straight in. So I'm calling this presentation Running the Numbers with Boomerang. And through this presentation, I'm going to be going through various different scenarios, taking into account the trading profits, the hours that you may choose to trade for, and the amount of trades. And you're going to see, hopefully, at the end of this, just how these small numbers can very soon add up. Now, firstly, let's explain about MVP. The dictionary definition of MVP is MVP, or minimum viable product, is a product with enough features to attract early adopter customers to validate a product concept in the product's early development cycle. In industries such as software, the MVP can help the product team to receive user feedback as quickly as possible in order to refine, enhance, and improve overall performance. We have all been a part of the creation and development of Boomerang. So congratulations, you are a pioneer. Now, that last sentence I obviously added on, and I meant every word of it. We as a community have been part of the development of Boomerang from the beginning. We've been using the beta version, providing feedback to the company, allowing them to collect data, make refinements so that we can end up with what we have now, a really strong, powerful product that works fast and that can give you a guaranteed income. So whilst I know it's frustrating, please do understand that this is a testing phase, and it is a necessary testing phase so that we all get to benefit from the awesome full version of Boomerang. So hopefully now you understand a little bit better about MVP. Now let's start jumping into the numbers. So last night I sat for 5 minutes and just traded solidly. I just clicked the buttons and traded. And this was the result of that trade. And you can see all of the trades, the time I started and the time that I stopped. You can see how much the profits were, and you can see what the profit was in the particular token. So now let's break all of that down. So I traded for 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And you can see those timestamps right there. In that 5 minutes and 15 seconds, I did 12 trades, and you can see those and the profits right there. That means that per minute, I did an average of 2.4 trades with a profit per minute of $1. Obviously, it's a little bit more. I've just rounded down, but a profit of $1 per minute, which means in 5 minutes, I made $5. To be precise, $5.12. Now, over an hour, that's $60. Even if I just stop there, that's a huge number. $60 in 1 hour for doing what? What do you get when you go to your job? Do you get paid $60 an hour? Very few people do. In this country, in the UK, plumbers earn around about that amount of money, $60, $70 an hour. Electricians, tradesmen in general probably can earn around that sum of money per hour. But most people are earning minimum wage, $10, $12 an hour. So $60 an hour, even if I stop there, that's amazing. You could trade for 1 hour every day, put $60 in your MetaMask. But let's extend those numbers. So if you do that over 8 hours, if you trade solidly for 8 hours, that's $480. And if you do that 5 days a week, that's $2,400. And that's a profit in 1 month of $9,600. That's huge. I mean, who couldn't live on that? But let's be a little bit more conservative. Maybe people are thinking to themselves, well, what if that's you doing it now for 5 minutes? But what about over the course of the day and you can't do $1 an hour? Or if you have problems, internet problems, or whatever other reason you want to come up with, let's play with some numbers some more. So let's say you trade for 4 hours, and let's be conservative and say that you make 50 cents a minute. Okay, 1 trade, 2 trades, doesn't matter. 10 trades a minute. Let's say you make 50 cents in 1 minute, which means in an hour you're making $30, which means in 4 hours you're making $100, which means in 5 days you're making $600, which means in 1 month you're making $2,400 based on 50 cents a minute. You see how this can soon grow. $2,400 a month. In the UK, that is most people's monthly salary. But let's be even more conservative. Let's say you're doing 30 cents a minute, which is $18 an hour, which is $72 in 4 hours, which is $360 over 5 days, which means you're making $1,400 a month. For doing what? For doing nothing. You're simply clicking a button. Because now we've got the new version. In the beta version, you entered in the first of the pair. You had to decide the size of the trade, then the second of the pair, then you had to execute the trade, and then you had to confirm it in MetaMask. Then it had to process the transaction. And it was one trade was taking between 40 and a minute 20 to do one trade. So you could only do one trade a minute. But now that we've got this version, the MVP version, that's now able to do 2 trades a minute, when you're trading manually, and there's no reason why that wouldn't continue, this is what's possible with just either 50 cents or 30 cents trading for 4 hours a day. This may not be enough income to give up your job in some countries, but this is going to make your life a hell of a lot easier. You're going to be able to pay your mortgage. You're going to be able to pay your gas and electric. Maybe you could upgrade your car. Maybe you could have an extra holiday this year. Maybe you could treat the kids to something. I mean, isn't this what MLM is all about? Earning that extra money part-time? Let's go a bit further. Let's knock it up a notch. Let's say you're going to trade for 6 hours, and we're still going to say 50 cents a minute in profits, which means in 1 hour, that's $30, just like before. In 6 hours, that's $180. In 5 days, that's $900. In 1 month, that's $3,600. Not to be sniffed at. Let's say 30 cents in a minute. That's $18 in an hour, $108 in 6 hours, and $540 over 5 days, which is $2,160 in a month. For simply clicking a button. You're not doing anything particularly complicated. Just clicking a button. This is easy to do. Just in the evening time when you finish work, you're sitting watching TV. You've put the kids to bed. You've had your dinner. Most of us probably spend 2-3 hours on our phone just in an evening time. Over the course of the day, we probably spend easily 6 to 8 hours on our phone. So this isn't an unachievable amount. Let's go for the real die-hard traders, shall we? Let's look at the numbers for someone who's trading for 8 hours a day. So profit per minute, we'll stay with 50 cents, which means in 1 hour, $30, just as before. That hasn't changed, which means in 8 hours, that's $240, which means in 5 days, that's $1,200, which means in 1 month, that's $4,800. Let's go with 30 cents a trade, 30 cents in a minute, $18 an hour, $144 over 8 hours, $720 over 5 days, a whopping $2,880 in a month for clicking a button. Do you see these small size trades can soon grow? And the reason that this is so powerful is that now we have the MVP version. The AI and the smart contract can operate faster. They cut out the middleman, which is us. All we're doing is clicking a button saying to the bot or the AI, execute a trade. And because it can do 2 trades, almost 3 trades in a minute, it's going to be very difficult to not make a profit. So we will be completing our profit ceilings relatively fast. So don't get bogged down in the 50 cents and in the 30 cents or in the 50, 40 cents. Understand how quickly the AI can execute a trade. People are talking about the size of trades as well. They want to do $100 trades, $3,000 trades, $10,000 trades, but there are just less of those trades available in the marketplace. By executing smaller trades, you can achieve a higher percentage profit, and you can execute more trades in a space of 5 minutes. I would have done 15 trades. Had all of those trades gone through and I hadn't have rejected one trade, that would have been 15 trades in that 5 minutes. So now is the time to stop thinking micro and start thinking macro. Understand the bigger picture of what is happening here. The product that Chavez is refining and creating so that we can be guaranteed a profit. Wherever you go in the world, you will be able to talk to people and demonstrate to them that you can guarantee that they will make a profit on Boomerang. No doubt about it. And before you know it, once we've added all of the other networks, we're currently trading on Polygon, and we're going to be adding I think Base, Optimism, and a third one, which I'm not sure, maybe Avalanche, I can't remember. No, Arbitrum. That's it. We're going to be adding the Arbitrum network. That's the next network to come in the next week or 10 days. Once we have the power to trade amongst 4 or 5 different networks, it's going to be incredible. There's not a doubt in my mind that what we have here is something just absolutely amazing. So we should all be embracing Boomerang, being excited that we've got to the MVP stage, because it's another step closer to the final version and us having the free reign to trade for as long as we want, whenever we want. Anyway, hopefully that helps you to understand a little bit better how the small numbers can very quickly add up to the big numbers and generate a real live profit for you directly into your MetaMask. Thanks for watching, and as always, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get a notification every time I release a new video. Bye-bye for now.